Hey, welcome back. I wanted to do a fairly quick, not too long of a video having to do with my grow light station I have downstairs. It was something I threw together in about 15-20 minutes, maybe a half hour just because of cutting the pipe up. But I have this PVC pipe. I had it for a different project, and this is half-inch pipe. I would recommend if you're going out to buy pipe to make yourself a grow light station, it's an extremely inexpensive way to make your own station. I would recommend buying 1 inch. I don't think it's too much more, if it's any more at all. The half-inch costs like $2.30, somewhere in that range. Let's say $2.50 just to be safe for a 10-foot 10-foot section of PVC pipe. It's green because I painted it for a different project, and that ended up not working out, so I used it for a grow light station. Do some measurements first. Definitely prepare yourself before you start cutting things. The pipe is cheap, but it's always good just to do less work if you can help it. Basically, how I did this plan was I figured out that what am I going to put under here? I'm going to put the big flats of 72 cells or something to that effect to coming up in the winter. I mean, today's June 23rd, I think it is. But I'm thinking forward to January, February, March, April, when I'm going to be doing seed starts, whether it be flowers to put into pots to attract bees to pollinate my tomato plants or my cucumber plants or all the plants that I have. I'll do seed starts for flowers so it's ready. I don't have to wait for them to bloom 2 months, of just dead dirt sitting out there waiting to germinate a flower. So I can start that inside in the winter or at least the early spring. So anyway, the plan, coming up with a plan of, I want to put 72 cell or whatever the size of your container is. Do the preparation. I mean, I even go to the effect of bringing a little tape measure with me to the store if I don't have any seed cell trays, and I'll measure them at the store, write that down, and I know what I need to do before I even go out and buy them if I don't want to buy them yet. Figure out what the dimensions are. Find out what size light do you want to do. Do you want to do lights like this, where it's just a metal fixture with 1 bulb in it, and you're just going to do a couple of things? Or are you going to do like me, and you're going to do a long 4-foot, 5-foot, whatever foot fluorescent light and hang it with a chain that comes with some of those lights? That's the one I'm going to get, and it hangs where you have your light in here, the fluorescent light, and it hangs with a chain from here to here. And that's why I recommend the 1 inch pipe, because that's going to be a little more sturdy. I'm going to deal with the half-inch pipe because that's what I had, so I don't have to go out and buy new material and just have a whole bunch of extra pipe sitting there in the corner. So you can see how much I have. I can make a nice amount of grow light stations. Maybe make a 2 or 3 or 4 tier one, like this one's a 2 tier. This is only higher because I have a section here where I have actually I got a better one here. Where is it? These little sections that take the pipe and extend it. Well, this is a 12-inch section with an extension, and then another pipe can go in here and make it 24. Or I can take this 12-inch section and add it right in here and bring this up even more and take the 6-inch out. Or leave the 6-inch one in and I can bring it up even higher. In the winter time, you're going to be getting taller plants as time goes on, and you're going to want to keep them inside, obviously, because it's cold out. You're going to need some different, you're not going to need it, but if you get to that point, then you may want to extend your station to have different sections. So I did this independently so I can put this one up higher. I'm not growing anything back here. That one just stays lower. But that one could be low because I'm doing, let's say, flowers or something that take a little bit longer to germinate. And this one here is germinating, or is growing nicely, and it's getting taller. You can see basically you want to make it look nice. You get an elbow. If you run out of elbows like me and make it look bad, you got the T sections. You got the T section down here, which I just extended to have a nice sturdy footprint. Plus I was able to, where I cut it here, I can have one section here and one tier here, so I can hang a fluorescent light there, a fluorescent light here, and I can do a 72 cell here and a 72 cell there. I think it's 72, whatever it is. You know, the big cells that the seed cells that you have for starting your seeds, whatever they are, flowers, vegetables, mint, whatever it is that you want to grow. For lighting, you want to get 5000 K, which seems to be pretty standard. I didn't see anything that was less than 5000 K. You want to look for, I believe it's yellow, it's daylight. So you're looking for a daylight LED bulb or a daylight CFC, no, not CFC. Crap. Now I forget what it's called. But, you know, the traditional bulbs that you see out there, now I believe are the only ones out there. It's daylight bulbs, 5000 K rating, and the lumens are as high as you can go. These happen, the highest I could find in daylight was 1680 lumens. So that's what you're looking for. If you do fluorescent, that happened to be in bulb form. If you do fluorescent lights, those go into the 2000s and 3000s for lumens, which is ideal. So that'll be perfect. When you set them up, in the case that I'm going to end up building, it's going to hang by a chain. You want them to be about 2 to 3 inches above while they're still germinating. This one's a little higher because my peppers came up and I didn't want to get too close to them. But here I have my pepper, my spearmint, and basil on the left. In my case, again, hack jobbing it because this is what I have, and I don't need to go out and buy a bunch of stuff if I have something that works. The styrofoam container is what I got from the farm that I bought the plants from, that I ended up putting in the garden. You saw those in the garden in the I think first and second video. And then I just put a trash bag over it because it has holes in it. It's one of those open styrofoam containers. I have a heating pad. The heating pads are on sale at Walmart for $1. As you can see, I got a whole bunch just in case I do a bunch of, if I did a whole tray that had peppers like the warm soil, 70, 75 degrees, and that ends up working really nicely. So I'm using what I have for now, you know, and to save money, things like this, to give you some ideas. You know, just like an old cup that's clean. This was a coffee cup. Prescription bottle. Peel off the label. You can just put seeds, if you want to save seeds, you can put seeds in here. These happen to be green pepper seeds that I got out of a green pepper that I bought from the store. Dried them out for a couple of weeks. I'm test germinating those right now. Let them dry out. Straight out of the pepper, didn't germinate. As you can see here, these aren't germinating yet, but it's only been 7 days. And I'll probably give it at least another 7 days to see if that works, and if not, then I'll know that green pepper seeds, or green pepper seeds taken out of a green pepper from the store and straight out of the pepper and dried don't work. Everything's an experiment, so you can mess around, and as you're doing one project, you can have 5 other projects on the side while you're just mark down what you're doing so you stay organized and you can figure out what works and what doesn't. You bottom water this also, so you just I just did it and messed up the video, but I just pour water down in here. That's why the plastic's there, so it doesn't leak out. And I just lift this up a little just to make sure the water gets under there, and then that water will soak up. It's already starting to get moist. I'll show you how to do the seed cells, how to pack them. There's a way that I found that works way better by packing the soil down to make sure that all that soil contacts each other, and it wicks that water straight up to the top, and your seed cells stay nice and moist, and you get a nice solid, firm. It's a sterile soil, but you get a nice solid pack in there, and the roots will grow throughout that and keep that nice and tight. So So that's it for the grow light station, I believe. If you have any questions or any other ideas, or you have videos yourself that you've done, or you want to do one and share it here, feel free. Please subscribe if you like what you see. I've been trying to do videos every day, but I'm at least going to do it. My goal is to do at least one a week, and so far I've done 4 this week. I want to keep the education going, and I like to get my info out there, so maybe I can help somebody. But at the same time, if somebody's got something that sounds good, then you can help me out too. You know, educate me. I've been doing this for about 15 years. I'm certainly not an expert. Some things I know really well, other things I don't know at all, and I just do a little research and try to get that info out now by putting a little bit of my brain power into a video. Any questions, let me know. Please subscribe if you like it. Click like, and definitely leave a comment. I love to hear back from anybody that has anything to say, positive or negative. I'm going to learn either way. That's it for now. See you.